Hey guys, this is Jared Codling with New Hack every week, and today I'm going to show you Medium Smasher. So Medium is a article site where a lot of people they go on there to author blog material, that kind of stuff. You can get a lot of traffic on there if you're able to get to the #1 article spot. And I'm going to show you right now how I got to the #1 article spot on Medium in the category of growth hacking, but it would work in basically any category from what I could tell. And I did it for just $6, seriously. So let's get into it. But firstly, why would you want to do this? So Medium is awesome for making you look like an authority. So I use this because now I have an excellent article with a lot of social proof that I can go and use for retargeting and that kind of stuff. Also got a lot of new fans. So I've got a lot of free targeted traffic. So if they're in the category of growth hacking, I want them to know who I am. And if I'm the #1 article and I've got a lot of likes on there, which they call claps, then I'm going to be seen as an authority. And also because you can. This is super easy. You can do this hack in under 10 minutes if you really wanted to. So I'm going to just show you how easy that is. But firstly, have a look at this. So at the time of me recording this video, I'm the #1 article in the category of growth hacking. It's been 48 hours and I'm still there. Still going strong. I don't know how long it's going to last there in #1 spot. But yeah, it's definitely got me a lot of traction. And as you can see, I've got 4.1k claps on there, the equivalent of likes. So it's doing great. So how did I do it? Well, firstly, step one, at the end of my article, I basically asked people, it's like that whole, like this and share this and all that kind of stuff. You just ask them to do it. So I was like, PPS, if you like this, give me at least a dozen claps for good luck. And I made it a little bit funny. Works a lot better if it's a little bit humorous. And I made it stand out, made it nice and big and bold. The thing with claps is you can actually give up to 50 claps. Now, it's got to be a unique user. So you need each person to do it individually. But this is really the key, because if we think about Medium's algorithm, what do they care about? They care about how many claps you've got. So if you can get 50 out of most people, now the other thing is you want it to make it look natural, and you also don't want to ask somebody to sit there and click the mouse 50 times. So you say at least a dozen, you're going to get a random amount, it's going to look really natural, and they're probably going to actually do it. So then we want to take it one step further, but before that, just a little bit about this. Medium's algorithm is basic as shit. So if you game the clapping system, then you're going to be at the top of the category. So getting heaps of claps is a metric that they really care about. And so once I worked that out, this growth hack just made a lot of sense. Let's supercharge it. Let's see how big we can make this. So this is what I did. Go to microworkers.com. Now, the best way to think about micro workers, and I use it for a lot of my growth hacks, a lot of the hacks inside my members group use this. So basically what it is, it's people from all around the world, and they'll do small tasks for really small amounts of money. So if you have a look here, just where my mouse is, workers will earn 6 cents. So I'm only paying 6 cents for somebody to go along and do the task that I'm asking. What I'm asking them to do is go to my article, sign in with Facebook or Google if needed, and they will need to do that. Go to the bottom of the article and clap it 20 to 50 times. Now you notice I didn't say 50 because I don't want Medium to go, hold on, this guy's got 50 claps from every person. I want it to look natural. I want it to come from all over the world. They've gone to the article, they've scrolled to the bottom, and then they've clicked a random amount. And then show me a screenshot of the current clap count. I want them to do that so that I know that they've actually done it. I don't actually go through and verify every one of them. I just trust that they're going to have done it. As you can see here, I've got 116 out of 477 positions filled. So I just picked a random amount. I was going to get 477 people to do this for me, go and do all the claps. I didn't need to. I had to turn it off because it was going a little bit too hard. And so if you add that up, 116 times 6, we're around about the $6 mark that this cost me to do. So here's what happened next. So after about 500 claps, I got syndicated. So what this means is somebody reached out who works at Medium and one of their sister publications and all that kind of stuff. And they're like, we really enjoyed your post. Would you be up for adding it to a certain publication? I've added you as a writer. And then they basically sold it to me and saying that Highton Shah recently did it and ended up on the front page of Medium and Hacker News. If you game, you can just add it here. So I've basically taken them up on that. And so after those 500 claps, it really went a little bit more out of control because they did syndicate it and it's got a lot more traffic from that. And I ended up at over 4,000 claps. So that was a mix of the micro workers and then actually organic claps from getting syndicated and also being the #1 article in the growth hacking section. So the end result was over 100 followers on Medium. This was my first Medium post, by the way, guys. I just wanted to see if I could game the system, and it was way too easy. I've got an awesome new article with heaps of social proof that I can use for retargeting, get new customers, get my name out there, all that. Land some sweet speaking gigs, I'm sure. I've got random influencers adding me on Facebook, which is pretty cool. Always want to connect with amazing people. And I've got a new hack in my arsenal, and now you do too. So if I was to do this again, and I dare say I'm going to do it again unless I get a life ban from Medium for sharing this little hack, this is what I'd improve. So number one, I'd get comments and responses too. And I wouldn't just say comment on this post. I would actually tell them exactly what to comment so that it's not done with crappy English, because a lot of these micro workers are in, English is their second language. So I tell them exactly what to comment. I wouldn't go and get hundreds of comments, but I'd get like 20 or 30. I'd pick a better category. So this one, growth hacking, it's not in the main menu. I would have picked entrepreneurship. This would work there. I have absolutely no doubt. I might have had to go harder. Might not have been so easy, but I mean, I'm stuck at the top and it's been days. So this was just way too easy. I'd do a better article. I mean, I wrote this one in like 10 minutes. So like it wasn't terrible, but it could have been heaps better. I just wanted to see if I could knock this out in like 20 minutes. I'd get longer views. And I diversify my traffic to include social traffic. So one of the hacks that I'm to share in my membership group, I'm going to be sharing it very soon, is how I manipulate the media. So before I've got the number one article on TechCrunch for like 4 days straight, to do that kind of thing, there's a lot of moving parts because their algorithm's more complex. Medium's quite easy to game, but I still would have diversified it to make sure that I get on the front page, because what happens is the algorithm will get you so far, but to go on the front page, it's probably somebody actually looking at it. So you want it to look real. So this means that I would include social traffic. And the best way to do that is to go to StumbleUpon. StumbleUpon actually shows in their analytics as social traffic, but you can buy ads and they're quite cheap. So I'd get a heap of stumbles. I'd get longer views on the page too. So I'd get the micro workers not just to scroll to the bottom and clap. I'd get them to read it, and I'd get them to have to repeat to me a few of the words that were scattered throughout there. That I litter with it to make sure that they actually read it, because the analytics is going to show the bounce rate and how long they stay on the page and all that kind of stuff. So that's just some improvements that I'd make. I'd also be picky with the geography of the micro workers. So I'd have a look at Medium. I'd go to alexa.com and I'd see where does most of their traffic come from, and I'd try to match that profile. So if it's like 60% US and 20% UK, then I would make sure that I've got micro workers in those countries doing it. And you can, it's just a little bit slower, but I'd try to be really picky with that geography to make sure that it looked organic and it looked real. So that's just some improvements that I'd make. And look, if you're not a member already, this is a sample hack I'm going to be putting out in the wild. It's also one for my members. If you're not a member already, you're crazy. The price goes up of my membership by $1 a week with every new sign up. But whatever you sign up at, you lock that in forever. So I would say lock in today's price now. If you are already a member, I love you. You're a fucking legend. So thanks, guys. It's been Jared Codling with New Hack Every Week. If you're not a member, go to New Hack Every Week and sign up before the price goes up. I'll see you on the other side.